First question. Yeah, sorry about field hockey. You kind of saw the writing on the wall there, but kind of what was your first kind of impression and your kind of feelings when you heard it from Coach Irwin? And
So I was really upset, and it's just really unfortunate because I feel like this year was kind of our year to come back and like just show who we are. I know last season didn't end how we wanted it to, but this season was going to kind of just be that year to take it back, I guess. Ever since the whole quarantine like started though, I've just kind of been keeping in mind like maybe this is a blessing in disguise for like different things. I know there was some talk about maybe still having a spring season. So, I mean, it stinks that our season now is canceled, but we might be afforded another opportunity in the spring that could be even better. So I'm just going to stay hopeful for that.
yeah, that's all we can do right now. It's definitely tough. The conference and the school's kind of looking out for the best interest of everybody. So it was unfortunate, but it kind of had to be done at this point. But kind of spinning it more positive. Hopefully you're enjoying the summer weather, and what kind of things are you kind of getting to do in the nice summer weather? I don't know if you live by Lake Wallenpaupack or anything in Honesdale, but
I do actually. Sorry, there's like a phone ringing in the background.
that's okay.
Yeah, I live by the lake, but I haven't really been able to go on the lake, but my aunt and uncle have a pool, so I'm always like swimming or outside tanning. I've definitely been trying to like keep up with like my walks and like physical activity. Like ever since quarantine started, I feel like that's all we really can do is like get outside. I've been reading a lot, reading
Okay.
good books, which is really nice because like everything is so crazy and quarantine kind of slowed things down. So I've been able to get back into that. I enjoy doing things like that. But yeah, I mean, I go out for ice cream almost every night. It's probably an issue, but I don't care.
What book are you reading? If you want to drop any book recommendations for.
Okay, so it's a really funny story. I was in the Dollar General this one time, and when I was checking out, they had like this book rack, and they're like discounted books, and I was like, I was just looking to pass the time. So I found one that I actually kind of was interested in. It's called Unsub by Megan Gardner, and it's about like the FBI and like monumental cases. So, for example, that book was about the Zodiac killer, and it's one of 3 books, which I didn't know because when I finished the first book, I was like, this can't be it. Like, there has to be another one. So I looked it up online. Lo and behold, there were 2 more. So I ordered them from Amazon, and now this one is about Ted Bundy.
Okay.
And it really interests me because like I want to work for the FBI one day, and I love like things that have to do with crime. Like I like TV shows like The Criminal Minds and stuff like that. So I really enjoy this book, and I would totally recommend it to anyone.
Nice. Yeah, I've been reading quite a bit myself, and I've discovered that show on Headline News. It's called Very Scary People, and they kind of have biographies about serial killers. Or it's not great news, but at least it's a distraction of how they kind of solved the crime back in the day. There was one about Son of Sam in New York in the 70s, and how he made some mistakes to finally get him caught, but it was pretty terrorizing for New York City and the boroughs there for a while. So
yeah, for sure. I was also watching, it's called Mindhunter on Netflix, and it has to do with like all the serial killers back in the day, like decades ago. It's so interesting.
that was a good segue. That was gonna be my next question about Netflix, and especially early on with the quarantine, like what kind of shows you were watching and just keeping your mind occupied when everything was going on.
Yeah, I'm a big person who rewatches shows over and over again. So I watch The Vampire Diaries a lot, and I watch Gossip Girl, even though I've seen it like 5 times through already. Yeah, I just kind of watch whatever comes to mind, or like whatever pops up first. If I like try to watch something just to fall asleep. Yeah.
I mean, of course, no concerts this summer. I know locally, like in Montage Mountain, they usually have a pretty good summer series. But what kind of music have you been listening to? Anything new or popular?
So my town is like more of a country town. So I definitely listen to country a lot in the summer because you're just driving with the windows down, and it's just like feel good music. But yeah, as far as concerts go, I don't really go to Montage a lot because we have a venue. It's called Bethel Woods out towards
Okay.
me. It's in New York, and that's like where everyone goes. It's really pretty up there, but all the concerts got canceled, which was a bummer because they do this thing called a mega ticket, which is like for the three biggest concerts of the season. And usually, like, me and all my friends, we got a ticket and we go and we just have such a great time. But unfortunately, we weren't able to do that this year.
Yeah, that's a nice venue. I've been there twice. I saw Zach Brown Band a few years ago, and then Dave
Yep.
Matthews last year. So it's really nice. It's an easy drive from here too.
Yeah, it's just so nice over there, and I think it's nicer than Montage in my opinion. But I think it's really just it's dependent on everyone's preferences.
So do you want to kind of explain what you're doing with your internship now? Kind of the ins and outs of daily routine, that sort of thing.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm really fortunate to even have an internship because I know a lot got canceled, but I currently have been interning with the Wayne County District Attorney's Office. So, and the DA's office is right in the courthouse. I know some counties are different and they have separate buildings, but it's all in the courthouse. So every day, like each day is kind of different. We kind of deal with matters as they come. So today's Thursday. It's criminal court. So we deal with sentencings, rule returnables and answers, guilty pleas, ARD hearings, like all that good stuff where we get people in and out of the system. And because of quarantine, everything's been so backed up lately, we've been really, really busy.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're supposed to have a September trial term that's getting like pushed back, or it might even be canceled. We don't know. Everything's still up in the air. So that's posing a lot of issues, but that just puts into perspective like how backed up everything is just because of quarantine, what had happened. I know on Wednesdays we do central court where people come in at the magisterial level. And instead of like everyone coming in at once and it happens for like from 9 to noon, everyone's been going every 15 minutes. They've been like blocking it off. So that's definitely different that they've been doing. Like that veers away from the norm. Other than that, we kind of just, like I said, take everything as it comes to us. And some days we might have preliminary hearings, which is really, they're interesting to watch. I like being there for them. That's really about it. I mean, I've done a lot. I can't really talk about everything just
I
because of
understand.
confidentiality.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been really lucky, and I've gotten a really good experience this past summer. I'm very happy with it.
Good. Yeah. I mean, you're definitely lucky that they, can let you continue your internship during this time. And you kind of touched upon it before when we first started speaking. Like this is kind of a career goal for you. Good way to get your foot in the door. It's local, so you don't have to drive very far to go to the courthouse. And
Yeah.
a good resume builder too. So I mean, just keep networking as best as you can, and hopefully, something will good come out of it for your future.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, it's awesome. It's an amazing opportunity, and I would totally recommend this to anyone else who might be interested in criminal justice, even psychology to an extent, because the people that we deal with usually have some underlying issue that could connect back to a psychology major. Corrections, yeah, anything criminal justice really along those lines. It's great. So
Nice. And then this will be my last question. I know you're busy and you want to get going. In terms of like your overall Keystone experience, have there's like one sticking memory that you'll always remember for the Keystone, whether it's athletic or campus wise?
it's definitely gonna be when we won the championship for field hockey. That was like an indescribable experience. Like to be able to do that with all my other teammates who are so great, and like I keep them all so close to my heart. It's always gonna be a memory that I can go back on and just be happy in that moment and be like, we really did that. And like I shared it with all of my wonderful friends who are like now family, and it was great. That's what I always have to go back when I think of Keystone.
Yeah, it was 3 really hard months of hard work, and you guys finally did it, and it was a special moment for you guys and the school. So I figured that was
Yeah.
going to be your answer, but I just wanted to double check. Yeah.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like a lot of I think it's a lot of people's answer just because it was such a fun time. Like even just in that moment, I remember I think we had like seconds were counting down on the clock at like 10 seconds and we were like, oh my gosh, like we're gonna do this, like we're gonna be champions. And I get goosebumps now just talking about it. Such a
uh,
great experience.
but yeah, like I said, thank you again for doing this. I just wanted to touch base with some seniors. I know it's an unfortunate circumstance that there's going to be no fall season, but it seems like you're keeping a positive attitude this summer and you keep moving
Yeah, for
forward, and
sure.
that's all we can do right now. But like I said, thanks again for putting the time in for doing this.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. There goes the phone again. So uh,
So busy.
all right. Well,
All
thanks,
right.
Jackie. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep, see you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.